What's up? What's up? What's up, everyone? Adrian Morrison here, and I want to welcome you to the Profit Power Hour. I'm excited to have you here. It's going to be a phenomenal presentation. I actually have something really cool to show you tonight, as promised last week, with a couple of updates. So it's going to be really special. If you're here, you're in for a treat. What everybody sees on the screen right now is our welcome screen. I typically kind of go over a little bit of housekeeping rules, introduction for the first 5 minutes or so of this webinar as people pile in, because you know how it goes. Some people are a little bit late, sometimes GoToWebinar is a little bit laggy starting up, so on and so forth. So if you're here, welcome. If you're brand spanking new to the Profit Power Hour, this is your very first event with me. Thank you so much for being here. I know that you're going to love this series I've been doing since 2014, where we just kind of give you free meat and potatoes week by week training. It keeps you motivated, it keeps you educated, and it keeps the ball rolling. Like, you should be accomplishing new things every single week if you're on this webinar. If you're not on this webinar, well, then you're likely getting left behind. So what you see on the screen, let's just start it from the top to the bottom. If you don't yet have a store built on the Shopify platform, or you have a store that, I'm gonna get my camera on. What's up, everybody? So if you have a store that is built, but you don't like it and you built it yourself and it's all screwed up, you can get a free store build from us right now at profitph.com/free store. You have to get your own Shopify account. They'll give you a trial on the Shopify platform. I think right now it's 3 months for $1 a month. They change that all the time, so like no guarantees. Additionally, the other thing about it is you have to start a brand new store. It won't modify your current store. So, get a separate email address, just go to Gmail and get a new email address, open up a new Shopify account, and it will build your store with my template on a clean slate and add 20 products to it that I researched and I picked out. Now, the reason that we do that, and many of you in here have already done it, is because I have a partnership going on with Shopify, and they pay me a commission to offer this service to you. So whenever we build your store for you for free, Shopify compensates me. But that's only if you keep your store. If you build your store, you hate it, and you delete it, I don't get compensated. So there's a period of time that they wait to see if you're legitimately going to keep and use your store. So I'm really betting on my ability and my AI that we created, his ability to create you a cool store. Okay. On the bottom are my partner links for our recommended vendors: Pillow Profits, Shine On, Zendrop, and CJ Dropshipping. I recommend that you install all of them. I believe they're all free other than Pillow Profits. I think Pillow Profits is like $29 a month. Well worth it. I mean, well worth it. Trust me. They have a whole catalog of thousands, like 10,000 plus done for you products that will go in your store. They're all custom print on demand products, from shoes to tote bags to hoodies to seat covers, furniture covers. I mean, it's really cool stuff. Shine On is incredible as it's a jewelry platform, and it's very high quality jewelry. Zendrop is a phenomenal replacement to AliExpress, a US based company. And there's so many perks to using Zendrop. They're free, but they also have paid upgrades. And then CJ Dropshipping, just a phenomenal alternative overall to AliExpress, with more appropriate, information for you to make decisions doing business with vendors. Okay. Cool. So we got that taken care of. Everybody should kind of be here by now. Whew, man. So where do we start? Well, first, I'll say this. If you're new and you missed last week's webinar, each week we do record these webinars. It's not guaranteed that recording will go live every week, as sometimes the platform screws up. Like a couple of weeks ago, we did a webinar and the audio went out. It shut down like 5 minutes before I was finished. And then basically it just, um, erased like our recording. So I wasn't even able to put it up. So, always try to show up to these live. Very important, because if you don't, you risk missing out on information, prizes, giveaways, and just a good time. But you should all have access to your accessadrian.com portal. This is the hub, the HQ, where any courses, training, software you have from our company are located and available for you to access or learn more information about. You should all have access to the Profit Power Hour. So if you click on that and you go to Access Now, that's going to pull up a dashboard here where you can look at webinar replays and go to our 2023 and always show, look, we've been doing this for a long time every week. So stick with us and we'll stick with you. But go check out last week's recording at some point this week, where I really do a phenomenal training on, success clues that you can kind of pick up and follow, and what the 3 hot clues are, that you're looking for, and some of the ways that you can take full advantage of these clues. So you can go here and just kind of watch. I think I banter for a minute, talk about different spy softwares and whatnot. But we did this training here on the success clues and ways to do research and hit your target audience. So go watch this. And then we demoed a software that I created that will do a lot of it for you. And this is the software. I'll show you a little bit more of it tonight. It's not for sale. You can't buy it. It is a complete, it's incomplete. We're just taking on some beta testers. So tonight, what we're going to do is we're going to review a lot of that, show you some new features we added in, and I'm actually going to give away free beta access to about 10 people tonight. So I'm going to share with you a page that you can put your email address in. It'll put you on our wait list. And if you join our wait list for the software, then I'm going to use another software that'll randomize and pick 10 people to get free access to the software, but under one condition. And that is that you actually use it and you hit us up in our support box and give us feedback, tell us about any bugs that you found, so on and so forth. So, obviously I'm an educator. I'm a certified commerce coach by the Shopify platform, and I'm here to teach you every week. But I also own a software company, one that is very hard to run. As a matter of fact, I was just yapping at my developer, earlier today about timelines and getting things done. It costs a lot of money and it takes a lot of time to build softwares, but if you complete them and you get them done right, it can save you an immense amount of time, optimize your store, potentially increase conversions, increase average order values, increase your ability to find hot products and trends that you can tap into and hopefully take advantage of. And so, I I bear the burden of dealing with developers that I consistently have to talk to, do meetings with, pay whether they're on time or not on time, and I'm at their mercy a lot of the time. So running a software company is definitely not for everyone, but it's worth it. We have a system in place. So this particular software that we created, fortunately, is by someone on my team that I can always count on, that is just like an all-star developer. Like she only creates, like I call her in, she's like the big guns. Like I call her in when I want it done, I want it done right, and I want it done on time. So we created this epic software that does a couple of things, and we're going to take in some beta testers. And then in the future, it could be 2 months from now, we'll probably offer it, and you can pay for it. But it's not for sale right now. But there's a lot of learning to be had here. Okay, so let's talk about these success clues in the software and how you can get beta access to it potentially. Okay, so In e-commerce last week, what we went over, and I'm not going to spend all this time going over this again. You can go watch the replay, okay? Uh, we talked about these 3 clues that we're looking for. We're looking for clues for hot products. We're looking for clues on hot audience to advertise those products to, and we're looking for clues on hot ads that we can mimic, okay? So the 3 main things that we wanted to essentially research for that money shot, the bullseye, like hit the nail on the head every time, is we want to find hot products and we want to duplicate those hot products. Whatever's working right now is what we want to be advertising, okay? We don't want to be someone that's trying to reinvent the wheel. I don't want to say, oh my gosh, I think this is such a cool product, so I'm going to go dump money into testing it and figuring out what works, what doesn't work, what audience works with it, what ads work. There's a lot of money that goes into testing, okay? So my thought process is, if I can find an ad that's already working, right, or a product that's already working, or an audience that's already working, other people have spent hundreds, if not thousands of dollars figuring out what works. And it's written right in front of your face. All you have to do is duplicate and mimic. That's it, right? And then you have bypassed an immense amount of blood, sweat, tears, stress, and money lost. So I have no shame at all in saying that with e-commerce, a lot of the time, I recommend duplicating hot products and mimicking hot ads, and then spending that time finding and cultivating good, proper audiences. So it's kind of like, if you find and follow these success clues, I would say it's like you're 90% of the way there. All you have to do is that extra 10% to achieve 100. How many of you like that? How many of you like the idea of having 90% pretty much done for you, where you really only have to put in that extra 10% to get across the finish line, right? That 10% here is the audience, okay? And audiences are quite simple to find on Facebook. As a matter of fact, we just did a 2-week series on how to cultivate audiences, viral videos, and retarget them. But these are 3 very important pieces of the puzzle. Find hot products to duplicate, find audiences that you can cultivate and build into a solid customer base, and then find the ads that are already working, and don't copy the ads, don't duplicate the ads, don't rip off the ads, mimic the ads, right? You can mimic them tastefully and uniquely, and you're looking for the elements of an ad that work. I never recommend stealing somebody else's work, right? But we can take inspiration, right? And that gets us what we need. So when we're mimicking ads, we're really mimicking what is the attention grabber? What is the interest that they're targeting? What is the desire of the product that makes people make a decision to take action? Remember the formula, AIDA, attention, interest, desire, action. What gets their attention? The image or the video, right? What gets them interested? The copy. The copy is going to get them interested in whatever deal it is or whatever problem it solves. Desire is also going to be displayed in the image or the image or the video, as well as the copy, because you're kind of going over like, what is an obstacle or a problem that this is going to solve? That makes people desire. Everybody has problems that they want to solve. And that helps lead them to a decision to take action. So last week I mentioned that I spend a lot of money on softwares that I haven't developed. So I spend money on ad spy tools that cost me hundreds of dollars per month to have access to. I spend money on audience tools. I spend money on product spies. I spend money on Amazon data tools that literally tell me what's working on Amazon, because if it's working on Amazon, then I can probably get it to work on my Shopify store. So we're looking on Amazon for what the volume of searches that a niche or a product is getting on Amazon. That gives us a lot of great information to go off of, what keywords they're typing in, and what monthly sales and revenue products are generating. If a product on Amazon is generating a lot of sales volume and a lot of revenue, then that's a product that we want to duplicate. Now, Amazon data spies are very expensive. You know, they're anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 per year, um, maybe a little bit more. Depends on if you get the annual plan or the monthly plan. Some of them don't let you have monthly plans; they only have annual plans. And you want to use the best of the best, which is typically the most expensive. So, in total, you know, I'm spending $1,000+ a month on different softwares, so I can quickly research and find the success clues listed here: hot products, hot audiences, hot ads, with the goal of duplicating, cultivating, and mimicking, right? To find this money shot here, okay? Without having to throw a bunch of stuff at the wall and see what sticks. Now, just because I find these success clues and they lead me to certain things doesn't mean that those certain things are guaranteed to get sales for me. It doesn't mean they're guaranteed to profit for me. It just means that I've saved a lot of time and money. um, I've mitigated and gotten rid of a lot of risk, and now I'm giving myself the best opportunity possible. I kind of said last week, like if you have all these answers, it's almost like counting cards, right? Um, so just bear in mind, like nothing in life is guaranteed. You're running a real business here with e-commerce, and so you're going to be taking risk, but you want to take educated risk, right? Things that you know you have a really good shot with, opposed to just blindly rolling the dice. So the software that I showed you all last week is a software that we created. It's called Signal Boost. And it takes all of these other softwares that I pay for, that I spend thousands of dollars for, and puts them into one. And not only does it do that, but it does it better than all of these other softwares. It gives me the details that are left out. It's kind of like, you know how it goes. Like, let's say you're shopping for an apartment to live in or a house to live in, and you're looking at multiple properties, right? And you want a certain amount of square footage, but a certain amount of baths and half baths. You want a certain size living room, a certain size primary bedroom. And it's like every one that you look at is missing like a key element, right? So it's like, oh, this is the perfect apartment or the perfect house, but the location sucks. It's too far from everything. Or, oh my God, this place is in the perfect location, but it doesn't have a garage, or it doesn't have assigned parking, or it doesn't have this, or it's missing a bedroom, or it's not the right amount of square footage, or it's older, whatever it is, right? And so when you go and you buy tools that are already made by these software companies that aren't even really marketers, right? They're just software companies. They're always going to be missing something, right? They're going to be epic tools, but they're always going to be missing something. And at some point, you can't afford to go buy more software, right? You can't go buy multiple houses, right? So what I do is, like, I build my own house. When I build my own house, I choose the location I want. I choose the build out I want. When I build my own software, I choose the features I want, how I want them to work, what data I want them to pull back. And that way, as a marketer, I'm getting all the things that I need without having to go to 4 or 5 different softwares, and spending a lot of money to get them. Now, when we do sell the software and we put it available for you all, and everybody else in the world, y'all will get a significant discount, and it's not going to be hundreds of dollars a month or anything like that. Okay, it's going to be fairly cheap. It's going to be fairly cheap because I want you to have access to it. Remember, when you have a Shopify store built through me, through my partner link, your success is in my best interest, right? I want you to succeed and keep your Shopify store, because Shopify is looking to see if you keep your store if I refer you. So when I build stuff, I want to make it affordable for you so you have money for testing and ads and all that stuff. My goal isn't just to get you to blow all your money on software and never have any success. So let's look at some of the things that this can do. And we're going to give away, well, we're going to let you submit to the beta test list this week. Now, this software is still very heavily under construction, right? So it's not done. It's not complete. There are changes happening every day, but we're at the point where we have what's called an MVP. And that means I can start testing. It's at the most basic level, and we want beta testers to come in and really take a look at and see if A, they benefit from it, and B, if there are any bugs or features that they would like. So we've added some new features in last week, and these are the types of, this is the way that I look for clues. Now, do you have to have a software to find the clues? No, you don't. You can manually do it. It's just that you're going to find way less in a significantly longer period of time. And maybe you don't even find all the clues that you need. But do what you got to do. It's always up to you. All right, so I'm not saying, oh, you have to have this in order to succeed, because you most certainly do not. This is something that for you that could be considered like a cheat code, right? Get you certain features, certain benefits, certain advantages that you wouldn't have with the base game otherwise. All right, so this is our homepage here. And what we do is we always list the top 10 trending products that our software's algorithm sees right now. And the way that we do that is we're looking at all of the different platforms. We're looking at TikTok, CJ Dropshipping. We're looking at Facebook. We're looking at all these platforms, Etsy, and we're measuring the data that they make publicly available. And for example, this right here, these Velcro shoes, okay? I would look at these. I'm just going to be very transparent and honest with you. I would look at these shoes right here and I would say, yeah, no, 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 not niche enough, not unique enough. I'm not even going to pay those any attention if I see them at Zendrop or anywhere else, right? They just look basic. But sometimes basic sells. And in this event, we can see that this product, which we found 10 months ago, because I told we've been working on the software for a very long time, currently, this month, already has 1,136 orders. So compared to last month, this is an increase of 35% by this time of the month in orders. So last month it was less than 1,824 in totality. So these shoes are on the rise. Now, why might these be on the rise? Why might a wave be forming for these shoes? If you go back to the training I did a couple of weeks ago, where I told you the question that you should be asking when you're asking what products are hot right now isn't what product is hot right now. The first question that you should ask is, what season is it? And right now, we're in summer, okay? And these look like some simple shoes to wear in the summer. They look breathable. They look like they're Velcro. So you could probably wear these on the beach. You could probably wear these to the lake, and they're easy to get on and off and breathable. Probably could get them wet. All right. So these are on the rise because they solve a problem or a desire for the current season, okay? And so what we do with this software is we're always looking at what products are getting the biggest spike in orders compared to the previous month. All right, like these water bottles right here. Why would these be at already 2,449 orders when last month they were only at 1,600? Because it's now becoming peak summer. It is hot as hell outside. Right now, when I looked at the weather earlier, it said it was 98 degrees here in Florida. I'm consuming probably 5 times the amount of water right now than I do throughout the year. I walk outside and I immediately start sweating. I feel like I got to change shirts. So people are buying sports water bottles because they're outside, they're exercising, they're at the beach, they're at the pool, and these are very convenient, okay? That's why orders are up. Again, the question that you always want to ask is, what season is it? And what do people need this season? All right, so it's always going to find like those top 10, and then it's going to find these top 10 trending ads. Now, this is something that we're working on because some of these are just trending videos on TikTok. So like This right here is from Vogue. Look, I could care less what Vogue is posting on TikTok. That's not going to help me, right? Or you know, whatever Doja Cat is wearing to the Met, like that's not going to help us. Well, I mean, it could if you targeting Doja Cat fans and you want to sell, you find a dress similar to that on from a drop shipper that has cat as like a cat ear hoodie. Yeah, okay, there's potential there, but that's not really what we're looking for. So we're dialing this in. All right, the top 10 trending ads, we're dialing this in, and it's going to take some time. All right, the longer our software is live, the longer our algorithm is scraping and getting all this information, the better it's going to become. All right, so what do we do? All right, a couple of things here. Number one is we could do research, and you'll see here it saves all my past stuff, but you know it's always refreshing data because we're in beta. So I could come in here and I could literally type in anything. I don't know, like last week I did the dog life jacket. Okay, and what it does is this research tool here goes to Amazon and it starts to look for specific things such as seasonality indicator. You're going to see it's in July, there's a spike right here. And then throughout the winter, the fall and the winter, there's a big dip. And now you see this big spike hit again in May. This is telling you again, what season is it? It's summer. People are going out with their pets. They're going on hikes. They're going to the beach. They're buying them these dog life jackets. Okay. Word cloud is something that's kind of given us an idea of what people are typing in, what brands they're searching for. Um, and then down here, we're actually pulling listings from Amazon. Even though we're doing Shopify, we're using Amazon data to you know, fuel some of our decision making. And what this does is it lists the top products that are selling on Amazon right now. It tells us what they're selling for, okay? Shows us what images and features they have available. Um, it shows us how many sales they've had in the last 30 days, how much revenue they've generated. Again, this is all pulled from Amazon's API, which means we ping Amazon and Amazon pings this information back to us. And our algorithm does whatever it does. I don't know how it does it. I'm not a developer, okay? Um, and then it tells us what their margin is on the product, estimated. So $33 margin. They're selling it for 39 bucks. That means these life jackets could be costing them $6 a jacket. So they have a very good margin. And the ratings, 4.5 stars out of 1,700 reviews, so on and so forth. We can organize these by, hey, which one has had the most sales in the last 30 days. So you can click here. It looks like it might be a little buggy even right now, but we're not looking for the top one that it lists. We're looking at which one has the most sales volume, 1,500, 2,700. Now, a couple of things to take into account here. Just because this dog jacket right here, this Paul's Aboard dog life jacket, I'm going to zoom in on it, has the most sales. This one right here has how many sales? 2,700. It doesn't necessarily mean that the other life jackets for dogs are not winners with 300 or 100 sales. What a lot of people don't know about Amazon is that with Amazon, you still pay for traffic, right? You're just paying Amazon for traffic. So you got to be you can't know for certain. You have to go with your gut, and as you do this, your gut will become more experienced, and you'll be able to make better decisions. But some of these could be because some of these listings are using paid advertising on Amazon, so therefore they get more traffic. Some of them could just be listings that are organically getting pushed. Some of these could be, you know, they could be sellers that have higher profit margins, more money to risk. You know what I'm saying? Amazon is a dangerous place to do ads because you're competing with really big sellers. Hold on, Dasher, could you just 1 week let me do my webinar without barking at nothing? Please sit down. Sit. Sorry. When I'm here at my house in Alice Beach. My office is downstairs, so my dog likes to come. He was just snoring, but he heard I guess the laundry thing ding. So he's like, oh, I think I'm gonna bark. It doesn't matter if Dad's trying to do a webinar right now. Anyways, these listings here, just take a look at the sales volume, take a look at the potential revenue that's generated, and also take a look at the reviews that people are leaving, and it can kind of give you an idea of if it's a good product. Okay. And you can then now duplicate this. Watch this. Watch how this works. Okay. So we found some products that are generating $11,000 a month, $28,000 a month, $3,000 a month. This one's 11,000. This one's $97,000. Now I want you to take a look at this. This is 2,700 sales, $97,000 in the last 30 days. Okay. So what's this one look like? It is a lifeguard. It's a lifeguard life jacket. So let's see. Yeah, okay. Lifeguard life jacket. So now, just for the sake of like making it simple, I'm going to come over here to say AliExpress lifeguard dog life vest. Let's see if we can find any that say lifeguard on them. You never know. All right. But you have an immense amount of options here, all of which look, according to Amazon, to be sellers right now. The ones with the shark fins we saw a trend on last week. So this immediately allows us to go in and duplicate what appears to be a winning product, right? Something that has some serious potential here. And there are a lot of options, all right? So the next thing that we're going to do in our tool, in our software that we kind of research on, aside from just Amazon data, is we like to see what's trending right now. So these are also just products that we're finding trending on AliExpress, TikTok, Amazon, Etsy, eBay, Shopify, Walmart, and WooCommerce. So just example, research, we're doing research on very specific products, right? We want to get data, all right? With the trending tab, we're just getting some overall data that our algorithm has found. These are trending products. It's not going to pull all those numbers that you saw earlier. So like on TikTok right now, these children's, this added 6 days ago. These crazy bubble guns are popping off right now. So let me give you an example of how this would work. Bubble blowing electric toy. So this is trending on TikTok right now. All right. So I could come over here to our research tab, type in bubble blowing electric toy. Shorter keywords are going to typically pull back more results. That's just the way that it is. So this is a longer search keyword. It might take it longer to pull the data, so on and so forth. But we can go say, okay, well, the bubble blowing electric toy that we just saw is trending on TikTok. Let's see how it's doing on Amazon. It's crushing it on TikTok, apparently. Let's see how it does on Amazon. Actually, we could just do a bubble gun. Oh, it's still trying to search the other stuff. So sometimes it could take a minute. Again, this is in beta, but we see that it's trending on TikTok. We could come do research and we could start pulling numbers for similar products on Amazon where we know there's a lot of volume. So we can see, okay, this bubble gun, this bubble blowing gun, is it doing like 10K a month in sales? Is it doing 100K a month in sales? Like what kind of sales volume potential is happening here? So that's kind of like what we would use this software for. We find one clue, then we start looking for other clues, all right, until we get our answers. So we pull data from AliExpress, we pull data from TikTok. You can see these were added 3 days ago, 6 days ago. We use our own algorithm to essentially find and validate that these products are in fact hot trending products on TikTok. And you can see like this PPSU learning baby cup. I think we talked about this one last week. This is a really, really hot product. And the baby niche is a niche that we love because we know parents buy all sorts, like you're going to buy 10 different sippy cups to see which one your baby's actually going to use. I didn't know that before 6 months ago, but I know it now. Um, so we're going to look at what's popping on AliExpress, what's popping on TikTok, what's popping on Amazon right now, what's hitting on Etsy right now, what's hitting on eBay right now, what's hitting just on different Shopify stores right now, like this pet bath massage brush, which was added 10 months ago, but obviously it's still something that is hitting. So added 10 months ago isn't a bad thing. It just means that this product for a period of time has been doing well. So this massage brush, we can go find this at Zendrop, AliExpress, CJ Dropshipping, so on and so forth. We can look at, we can do our research over here, and we could do whatever. Let me see if I can get Bubble Gun to pull back up. It's just the search. I stopped the search, so whatever. We can come over here and do more research on this. Okay. Now, the other thing that we do is we start looking at ads. I'm going to let that kind of do its thing, but we start looking at ads. And with the ads, we're going to need to use a lot of filters because we're bringing in a boatload of data right now, specifically from TikTok. We'll be adding in Facebook later, but I see TikTok as a more important data source to measure viral products because TikTok just is great for Shopify and e-commerce stores. Now, again, we're pulling in, it's going to immediately say, oh, these are some of the top things right now, and they're not going to be all super relevant. You know, some of them will be ads. This is an ad for, I don't know what this thing is. It's such a good investment. What is she selling? Looks like it looks like maybe a shaver, or a light therapy. Yeah, it must be light therapy. I could turn the volume up, but you won't be able to hear it. So this maybe looks like a laser therapy or a hair removal device because she was showing her underarm. So maybe it's like removes underarm hair or something. Anyways, we could click on it and we could get more data. All right. We can see every little detail about this ad here. We can see when the ad went live. We can see who it's targeting. We can see if it's a Shopify store ad. We can click over here and we can go to the Shopify store and we can view the product if we want to. So, you know, we can see every little thing. We can download all of this information, or we could block this advertiser, meaning we don't want to see any more ads in our research about this product. We can look at ads from the same advertiser and ads from the same product, which there are none. But more importantly, you can go in here to advanced filters, and I showed you all this last week, but I'll just hit it one more time. I like to always just start looking at US because US is the most expensive traffic. If it works in the US, you can bet that it's going to work in areas where traffic is a little bit cheaper, though less abundant. You can say, I want to only see ads with shop now buttons, which means they're definitely e-commerce ads, ads that are selling stuff on, say, Shopify. And also you can look at like popularity, but I like to go impressions, and I like to find ads that have at least 10,000 impressions to infinity and hit apply. Meaning if it has 10,000 impressions, it means that they've spent probably, if impressions are say, you know, $20 per 1,000 impressions, then it means, you know, they're spending $100, $200 in ads already at least. Now, it's going to show me some of the hottest ads right out of the gate. Like this thing right here, click to shop. It's a car phone holder. It goes in your cup holder. Oh, that's actually really nice. I'm dead serious. Because most of the phone holders that go in your cup, let me see, make sure my screen is still being shared. Yeah, okay. So y'all can see the video that I've hovered over here. Let me click on it. This product right here. So most of the phone holders that you see advertised that go in cup holders, they take up the whole cup holder, and thus, you know, blocking your ability to put a drink in the cup holder, which sucks. So again, this has found a problem and it has solved the problem. right? So a very simple to the masses type of product that you can advertise. And you can find this on, a gazillion different vendors on CJ, AliExpress, Zendrop, who it's targeting. We will be pulling in like the amount of money they spent, conversions they've had, and all that. We could automatically, but I'm just going to be like dead honest with you. I don't trust that data. Like, I don't really trust the ad costs, conversions, and the money generated through ads on the TikTok API. I trust it on the Amazon API, but not the TikTok API, because it's like, how is TikTok really going to know every sale and all of those things that's generated? Yes, there's a pixel that they fire, but pixels aren't always like 100% accurate. So I told Tisha to hold off, that's my dev, on adding in that data. And if when we do add that data in, we'll put a disclaimer there that, hey, like this could be accurate, it probably isn't accurate. Just so you know, like I don't want to finesse and be like, oh, check this out, this is how much money it made. I don't trust it. That's just my gut. We can see ads from the same advertiser. So why is this important? Remember, one of the things that we're looking for when we, find a hot product is we want to find hot ads. We want to mimic what gets attention, interest, desire, and action. So we're looking at the the details here. So they all say click to shop. Everyone needs a cell phone seat lux. Click to shop, click to shop. The headline's ultimate car must have, best phone car holder. Um, ultimate car must have. And it's honestly just a girl that looks like she's being filmed on her own iPhone in her own car. And she's just making these simple little ads, just showing exactly how this works. Get rid of the crappy things that screw up the leather on your car, and just put one of these in your cup holder. Very, very simple. Ads for same product name. So it tries to find from same advertiser, and if they're advertising from other brands, potentially as well. So by using the filters, you can find some really hot stuff. But the new feature that Letitia just added just earlier today is the products tab. Now, what the products tab is starting to do is it's starting to accumulate products that it sees in ads over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, like this Le Volume brush right here. And this product has been seen 4 million times. It's had over 7,000 likes. And we can see all the different ads that are advertising this product. So it spotted this as a hot product. So this one finds hot products, one finds hot ads. All right, carry on closet. I've been seeing this advertised a lot. People are starting to travel more now. They feel better about traveling. It's easing up to travel now. So this is a really hot product that's hitting 295 bucks. Look at all of the different colors that they have, and here are the different ads, and I can click on any of these ads. Like, why is it important that we see the ads? Well, let's look at what ads are working the best. The ad that has 1.9 million impressions, 1.5 million impressions, obviously is working a little bit better than the one that had 216,000. Why? Because let's take a look at this, okay? So this ad here, and this is why it's important to study the success clues, not just, oh, look, boom, 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 done. Understand what the clues are telling you, okay? So this starts out with some random dude right here talking. Don't care. If I see this dude, I could care less what he has to say. He doesn't look like he has anything interesting to say in regards to my interests. It just looks like a dude in his bedroom that's trying to say something that I could or could not be interested in. So when you follow the formula AIDA, attention is the number one position. Attention, then interest, then desire, then action. Okay. When I see this dude, he ain't gonna have my attention, right? Might be why this one only has 216,000 impressions. This one starts out immediately using the suitcase on the bed, and you're like, what's in the suitcase? And they open up, like, what the heck is that, right? So this ad on the far left, 1.9 million impressions, it It has a lot more impressions because it starts out showing the product and not a random talking head, okay? This one right here starts out, again, with the girl showing the product, okay? And she's displaying how simple it is to use, 1.5 million impressions, okay? This one right here starts out a little bit more weird, like it doesn't fully display the epicness of the suitcase. Um, it's trying to get your attention with a cool background. Nobody gives a damn about the mountains in the background. They want to know what the suitcase can do. And I think that is, validated by it has a third amount of the impressions. Now, it's still working. It's got 600,000 impressions just about. It's still working, just not as good as the other ads. So it takes a couple of seconds before you actually get to see what it does. And the display of how it works isn't as epic and glamorous as the other one until you get a little bit deeper in the ad. This one is the banger, and it starts out immediately showing you curious what's inside, and whoa, okay, you have my attention. Now I'm interested. Tell me a little bit more so I can make a decision to take action and purchase this product. So that might be showing how many products or how many things are fitting in the suitcase. So, finding a product, but then seeing all the different ads that the product is in gives you an idea of how to make a better ad. If you duplicate that product, you can mimic the ads. Make sense? Yes. So that's a new feature that we just added in to this. So very, very cool. That's just like a brief overview. Every week we're adding new things in. Listings are things that you have saved. And by the way, when you find products like this one here, we can our software will make video ads for you. So it'll essentially take a product like, let's just say, this what I don't know what the heck this thing is, whatever this is. It'll take these images and you can hit create a video. I'll display this later, and you can put headline 4 different texts in it, like AIDA, attention, interest, desire, action. Let's say it again: attention, attention text, interest text, desire text, all right, decision, action text, okay? That's what you would put in here. Things that you can use Chat GPT to write an ad for this, or you can mimic the ads that you're seeing other people use for this product and hit create video, and it will actually overlay the text and create you a really nice looking video that you can start testing with. Now, right now, again, this is not for sale. I'm not here to sell it to you. I'm here to acquire beta testers. So I've interrupted the Profit Power Hour, and I figured that, hey, you can learn a lot from me just going through the software and showing you what I look for, how I look for things, when I find things, how I examine them, how I dig deep into them, like looking at the ads of the suitcase being displayed first versus the talking head versus the mountain background, and how we really do our research. So there's a lot to be learned. How many of you would agree that just even if you didn't have the software, which you don't, there is a lot that you have learned in this webinar just watching me go through it and explain to you why I'm looking at the things I'm looking at, okay? And again, I'm not telling you you have to have all the spy software in order to succeed, because I had success far before I had any of these softwares. These softwares, for me, when I started buying them from PIPI ads and all these other Amazon softwares, they were to help me get to where I wanted to be faster. I got sick of spending all my time doing research, because research can take a lot of time, and time is money. And especially now in my life, I've got a 6-month-old baby. I want to be spending every second I can with Drake, and I have to work, right? And I have to do support, and I have to do live events like this. I can't just sit around all day and do product research, and a lot of you can't either. So the tools I invest in are not guaranteed success. They're things that get me the information I need faster, and they find me things I never would have found otherwise, just due to lack of time or lack of ability and resources. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to start taking a beta tester waiting list. The first round of beta testers is going to be 10 people. I might bring in another 5 people next week. And if you want to sign up for the potential, to be chosen as a completely free beta tester for our Signal Boost software, this is what you have to do. All right, so I'm just going to copy this. Don't go to this URL. Well, you can if you want that stuff, but I'm just kind of using it for, all right, Signal Boost beta tester list. All right, go to profitph.com/beta. Don't do me dirty like this. Un momento. There we go. Okay. So if you want to get on our Signal Boost beta tester list free, all right, then all you have to do is go to profitph.com/beta. Now, I want to be honest, it's going to take you to probably one of the ugliest pages I've ever made in my career of making pages, okay? It's definitely by no means going to be a beautiful opt-in page. And it's just because I just don't care what the page looks like. It's a free beta test software that you have the opportunity to use. I don't need to design a gorgeous, beautiful page. But if you want to partake in beta testing the software for free, all you have to do is go to profitph.com/beta, and you can join our free beta tester list. And next week, you'll get an email if you're chosen. We're going to randomize it. 10 people to start will get free access. If you're on that list, when we open up more free slots, then you're going to potentially get access to those slots, okay? We're not going to email you spam promotions and all that stuff. I mean, y'all already know, you're already getting emails from me anyways. If you're on this webinar, you get an email from me every day, okay? So it's not like you're going to get anything else. It's just going to put you on the private list. And then when we release our first release for the huge discount for our Profit Power Hour family, you'll get an email notification about that. You can get it if you want to, or you can pass up on it, okay? It doesn't matter to me, but right now, my goal is to get beta testers, see how this benefits, and if it really helps some people have an edge and advantage. And then when we release it, it will be affordable. It's not going to be $1,000, $2,000 a year. I'm sorry, a month to use the software like I'm currently spending $1,000+ a month. It's going to be extremely affordable. We don't know the exact price yet, but it's going to have all these tools that typically would be ridiculously expensive compacted into one, and it's going to be very cheap, okay? And you'll have the option to use it if you want to use it, okay? But the link is profitph.com/beta. And when you go to that link, it's going to take you to this beautifully ugly page right here, and it says Signal Boost Beta Tester Wait List. And you just put in your name and your email address. It'll take you to a page that confirms, and then you're good to go. That's it. You just got to wait and see if you get the email if you're one of the chosen ones. But again, we really want you to use it. We really want you to, we'll give you information on how to give us feedback to our developer, to our support box, and all these things so we can make it better, and we can find bugs, we can increase the speed at which it works. And the benefit for me in doing this is I hate beta testing stuff, but just due to lack of time in the day. So you're doing a lot of work for me for free, basically finding bugs. Your benefit is you get to use a tool that is typically, if you're buying all these other things, would be very expensive, and you get to use it for free for life. I'm never going to charge you for it once you have beta access. It is yours for putting in that work. So again, the URL is profitph.com/beta. And yeah, if you want to be a beta tester, go submit your application, and we'll let you know. And again, it is free. It is not for sale. You cannot buy it. I will not be back next week to sell it, or the next, or the next, or the next, probably be 2 months before it's even available. We want to make sure it is perfect before public release. That's how you run a good software company. All right, that's that. Hope you all learned a lot tonight about how we research products, how we research and look for these clues, what we do with these clues, and how we analyze ads, trends, all that good stuff. And in turn, I also still get to get a couple of beta testers, which is epic. All right. I love you all. Wish you a ton of success. Make sure that you're here next week, same place, same time, right here on the Profit Power Hour for more training. And again, we're not going to be going over this next week. We're going back to scheduled programming, just meat and potatoes. I'm going to be showing you strategies for ads, strategies for traffic, strategies for cultivating audiences. We're going to be spying on products and ads that you can mimic. Even while I'm here on this webinar, you just got to see products that are working. You got to see ads that are working. You got free information that you can now leverage just by watching me play with this software. So there's tons of benefit just in watching this stuff, okay? But I am now going to shut down and get some rest after a long day. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you on our next week's Profit Power Hour. Make sure you go to that link, profitph.com/beta, and that is the only way to potentially get free beta access to Signal Boost and save an immense amount of money and get just an enormous amount of success clues. All right, good night, y'all.